Hi, I'm Jackie Rabbit, and you know me. I've been giving you some updates here and there, but tonight I've got some updates and a few things about what's coming up, and I thought I'd share with you. Sorry, I didn't get out this morning and get a video outside, but I thought I'd bring you in before I get to bed, wind down my evening, and do whatever I'm going to do for the rest of the night, get this posted. So, I have some updates. Stay to the end so you can see what goofy things I'm up to. And then I want to talk about something coming up that you'll probably very much enjoy. So come along with me and we'll do some updating and a little forecasting about what's coming up on the channel. Remember, thumbs up the video. Give me some love. Make some comments below. I love when I get some comments, and I don't often get enough. So go down there and say something to me. I love replying. Subscribe. Click the bell so you know when I'm going to post a new thing. You don't have to hunt me down. Come along. Let's talk about what's going on. So you're in my room with me. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, it's fine. You're harmless. So, anyway, I got home from work and I realized I haven't been posting enough. And I thought, well, you know what? I got to do this. Come over to my bedroom and then we'll talk about what's going on. So, let's talk about updates. I've been working really hard. I've had a lot of things going on. And I recently was talking with some friends and got to talk with somebody I haven't talked to in years. And I realized I was avoiding them and I felt really bad about it. And I didn't want to avoid them. I wanted to talk with them and, find out like, hey, what's going on with you? And I don't want to lose this person as a friend. So I did talk to them today and I was really nervous, and wasn't sure how things would go. I mean, I kind of thought it would be fine, and it was. It turned out great. So as far as that goes, I got to contact an old friend, sit down and have lunch with him. She was fine and everything worked out really well, and really looking forward to being able to just kind of like have a new friend and hang out and, getting back some friends. It's really great. I realized something. Coming out has changed. Coming out is no longer explaining to someone what's obvious. Like, I know it looks like me and I look different and I look more like a girl. That's over. That part's done. Now it's, they have no idea who I am. They really have zero idea who I am. And who's this odd girl asking me to come to the table and sit down and talk about him? That's a weird new experience. It's happened a few times and I'm realizing that's the normal now. So I don't know what to think about it. You know what? Leave me a comment about this. What's that like? Have you gone to tell someone and they just flat don't recognize you? And how do you deal with that? What do you do? I just ripped the Band-Aid off. I didn't want to play games with this person. This person's important to me. And I just said, hey, this is what's going on. It's me. And they were floored, of course, and I couldn't quite understand how that was. And I said, I know that's a lot to absorb, and it really is truly me. And we got through it. We had a fantastic lunch. I'm so excited that everything went really smoothly. And it felt really good. So, if you're struggling through transition and you're coming out to people and you're like, oh my gosh, is this a lifetime of coming out? No, it's not. And it's probably going to get someday to a point where you're explaining this to someone like, well, I haven't talked to you in a long time and it's me. And they look at you and go, it's who? What do you mean? And you have to really explain, it's me, that's and so me. And then they get it. It's very different to operate that way, and surprising that I'm in that phase of my life. I honestly didn't think I'd get here quite that quickly. And they asked me some questions I had to really think about. One of them was, when you look in the mirror, what's that like? And I had to say, I'm not scared of mirrors anymore. I can look in a mirror and go, okay, that's me. At the same time, it is kind of wow, hey, that's me. And it feels pretty darn good. It's better than looking in the mirror and going, oh my gosh, is that me? You know, that was a lifetime of like, I look so wrong. And you deal with it. But that was a question that I haven't been asked before. And this is something else I realized. This is the first time anyone really got the whole idea that it's not some kind of decision. And that's new to me. In fact, I didn't even have to explain it. This person got it right away. And we were talking about things, and I explained, like, here's how I got here. And she just immediately was like talking about how it's not a decision and how it's who you are. And you're just letting everyone else know. And I'm like, wow, I usually explain that to everyone else. And you're the first person outside of other trans people that I've talked to that totally get it. I was like, wow, that's so cool. What a new thing to experience is somebody who like totally gets that it's not like, oh, I just decided one day and I'm a girl now. No, it's like, this has always been me. I was just stuck and I had to do something about it. And she got that. Great lunch. I'm looking forward to having another lunch with her at some point. And like I get to have a new friend. I'm really excited. So anyway, one of the things I want to talk about is the next Building a Girl series, or one of the next Building a Girl series. I want to talk about eyeliner pens. I love and hate eyeliner pens. I can get it done. That's how I've been doing it, is with the pens, and it works. But at the same time, the darn things only work really well when they're brand new. And oh my gosh, every time I go on a trip or go somewhere, they fail on me. That's when they die, and it makes me furious. As I'm out somewhere, I have what I think is a good pen, and I'm trying to put my eyes on in less than ideal conditions. And like, I have my little mirror, but I don't have enough adequate lighting. Like, I use the studio lighting all the time. It surrounds my desk. I have like these great big studio video lights, and I can see everything super well, and I can get my eyes done. But when I'm out at a friend's place, or I'm out at a hotel room, I went to Tahoe with a friend, I can't see without the light. And I can't get my eyes on. So what I want to do is I want to do a highlighter pen kind of competition. So I got a whole bunch of them. Got a whole bunch of highlighter pens, different brands, down at the drugstore. And I want to make sure it's stuff everyone can get. Even the cheap one. Like, I talked to the girl and I said, what works for you? Your eyes are beautiful. And she says, oh, you're never going to believe it, but I like the really cheap one by Elf. And I'm like, I've never used any of the cheap stuff by Elf. I usually do L'Oreal or Revlon. So I went nuts and got out my credit card. And I bought a whole bunch of them. So I'm figuring maybe that's what we'll talk about next, is doing your eyes. Not like the full makeup, but just talk about doing your eyes. And maybe I'll touch on some of the other topics, but that'll be another Build the Girl with just basic makeup. What can you do in the morning, every morning, and not take forever? Because you don't have a billion hours every day to make yourself up. You need something that works. This is the end of the day, and my makeup is still here. I've only applied lipstick once, believe it or not. I haven't touched up my face at all day long. I kid you not. Now, granted, I could use a Q-tip to clean out the very inside of my eyes, and that would be nicer, but that could be maintained throughout the day. I just haven't done it. My eyeliner's intact. My shadow's intact. Eyebrows look great. My lips are still on. The rest of my face seems okay, so I'm really happy with what I'm doing, and I'll share it all with you in the Build the Girl series that's coming up. But I think the next one, or one of the next ones I want to do, is the eyeliner pens, because I'm so furious with the darn things when they don't work. What happens, I guess, is they dry up, and when you go to apply, it sticks. And when you try to pull across, it literally removes what you stuck on. Why is that happening? You want them nice and wet so you can either blot your way across or drag your way across. And I think what I've noticed is when I drag over the other eyeliner, it builds up and does something to the pen. But we'll talk about that later. Again, if you know something about this, Go leave some comments down there and explain to me what's happening and why those pens go bad. They make me nuts. And I'll bring up your comments in that video when we do that Build the Girl series. So anyway, so my big update that I kind of held off to the end is I'm going back to school. Career changes. And I'm talking to a new place about a job and doing the same thing inside my current field, but consulting as well. So kind of spreading myself around. And I had a great big meeting with one of the sales reps today, and we started talking about it. So maybe something will change in my career path, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm going back to school, and I'm going to learn some medical stuff, which means I don't get to keep my nails, because in the medical field, you have to have nails that you can see through so you know they're not dirty. And they can't really be long because you're wearing gloves and you need to do, you have to have absolutely clean everything, and there's a procedure to it. And well, long nails don't fit into that procedure. So eventually I'll just have to go to a standard length nail and some clear, you know. So the nails will have to go. But I did have a year of really fun nails. But, you know, maybe once in a while I can, you know, go get them done for an event and then have them taken off or something. So we'll see. Anyway, that was my big update. I'm going back to school, and I'm going to be working on that all year long. And I want you to know what's going on so that when you hear me talk about it, you know what's going on. And I'll share more about that when we get that far. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is yet, but it's really exciting. And it's going to help people. And I'm really all about helping people, right? So I'm excited about it. And it pays well. So eventually, I'll have a really good career out of it. I'm really excited, and it makes me happy just to think about it. Anyway, that's everything. Here's my bedroom. I'm on my bed. I'm going to go put my PJs on in a minute and, you know, start relaxing, get a salad. They don't call me Jackie Rabbit for nothing. I eat a ton of salad. It's actually one of my girls that kind of brought the Jackie Rabbit into the forefront. My nickname used to be Bear, and I was big and grumpy, so Bear fit. And she noticed that I'd lost a lot of weight, and I was working out all the time, and I was eating salad every night. And she said, "Hey, I don't think we can call you Bear anymore." "Why not, honey?" She said, "You're not that big anymore, and all you eat is salad. You're not quite so grumpy. So I don't think we can keep calling you Bear." "Oh, no. Well, what the heck are you going to call me, you know?" And I was calling her my little grizzly bunny, you know. And she said, "Well, you can't be a bunny like me, but you could be a rabbit." And I thought, you know, that's kind of cool. And that's where Jackie Rabbit came from. I can thank my daughter for that. And it really kind of feels good to know that, as I smack the microphone, that she kind of gave me that name. And I really enjoy that. I shared that with my friend today when we were sitting down, and that kind of like jogged my mind. Oh, that's right, my daughter. So I texted her today, but you know how teenagers are. They never really answer you back. And if they do, it's like one word via text. So I love my kids. Anyway, I want you to take care of yourself. And remember, even though you like watching me, and I'm sharing so that you know it's possible. You can get through it too. I'm getting through it, and things are going well. I've gotten to that place where all of a sudden, I don't have to tell anyone, and nobody will ever know unless I do. Even people who knew me really, really well are so confused why this girl wants to talk about him. I never thought that would happen, but guess what? It does happen, and it could probably be just as likely happening for you. If you go every single day, you get through tomorrow and the next tomorrow and the next tomorrow. And that's what I want for you. Remember, I truly care what's going on with you. Your well-being is why I'm doing this. And I want you to know you're gonna be okay. Just keep moving through it. Now, if you want to talk to somebody who really gets it, go to transgenderpulse.com. Make some new friends there. They are really friendly. They've got some great resource pages where you can find a therapist in your area, searchable by location. Now, I was talking to someone recently, and they said they had trouble in their area finding precisely somebody that they could talk to without driving a long distance. And so I talked with one of the moderators there, and they said, you know, Psychology Today has a similar resource, and probably one that has a larger database. So if that's important to you, I've heard, I haven't checked this out, but I've heard that that's a viable resource for finding a therapist. So Psychology Today, and I think you'll probably have to Google that, but I do believe there's a good resource there. Hopefully that helps. Remember, give me a thumbs up. Go down there and make some comments right there, right there. I want the comment here, not over here. I know you like leaving the comment there, but no, leave it over here. So I know I'm a goof. I would love to see what you're thinking about some of these topics. Tell me about highlighter pens. Tell me about eyeliner pens. What's your experience there? And then, what do you think about me going back to school and finding a new career? I'm excited. Other than that, subscribe. I'm looking at the subscribers. You guys are watching me over and over and over. You keep coming and hunting me down on the channel, but you haven't subscribed. So go do it. Subscribe and click the little bell over here so that when you do subscribe, you're able to get alerts from me when I post new videos. So you don't have to come hunting me down or wait for it to pop up in your feed. Anyway, take care of yourself. I hope everything's going really well and you're making it one day at a time. That's how I got here, and I am still doing it one day at a time. You do it too. Take care. I care. It matters to me how you're doing. So remember, it matters that you get through this, and we'll all get through it together. Take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. I'll see you around. Bye. Can you even imagine that there was a time when I had a mustache and a beard?